Are you ready? Culture Core, where every accent belongs. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the very first episode of Culture Core, where every accent belongs. My name is Letty. You probably know me, right? Everyone who's here right now probably knows me, at least from social media, from Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and stuff. So thank you so much for supporting me in general all the time, but especially thank you for supporting me today by being here and watching this, listening to the very first episode of Culture Core. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see your feedback, to read your comments. So make sure to comment on this, follow, share some love, and put on notifications so you can't miss anything in the future. And this is very exciting for me and special because this is also my very first all-English project. All English podcast, English, as you know, is not my native language. So this is gonna be definitely interesting, right? So I want to invite you to be a part of this project from the beginning. So stay tuned, stay here. And I decided that instead of telling you today what this is going to be about, what Culture Core is going to be about, what you can expect from the future and stuff, blah, 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 instead of over-explaining, let's just get right into it, So I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to paint the picture like I always do online, on social media, on TikTok. And at the end, you will get why Culture Core is going to be your new favorite podcast. Let's go! At least I hope it will be your new favorite podcast, But I'm quite sure. Okay. So when I was a child, I was really, really shy. I was anxious about just living. No joke, when I came into this world and I was born, I was just looking around and I was like, take me back. What is this? I just hated the world. I was so shy, you can't even imagine. I hated this world. Going to kindergarten, even that was a torture for me. It was a torture. Every day my mom was like, Letty, we have to go. And I was like, nah, mama, please. Can we just stay here? I hate this. Can I just be here with you and in a safe place? I don't want to go outside. These people are crazy. Let's go. I don't know why, but I just hated being outside without my mom being next to me, holding my hand and protecting me. Something just felt off. Immediately I realized it when I was born. I was like, nee, something's wrong. I don't like you all. Ihr seid irgendwie weird, right? Weird. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It was just weird. I was anxious and shy. Elementary school, it's the same shit, Every day my mom, let's go. I was like, mama, please, can't I just stay here maybe? And come on, please. This is nothing that I need. I don't want to go outside. Please, mama, please. I had stomach pain, pain in my stomach every day, and I can remember it as it was yesterday. Right now I still feel the pain. It wasn't acting like some kids do or did, you know what I mean? It was real pain, because just thinking of going to elementary school or kindergarten made me have pain in my stomach. This is crazy, but and when you think about this, it sounds kind of sad, because childhood should be careless with no worries and stuff, but this is just reality. This was reality. And now that I'm older, I have an idea why I felt that way. And you will have at the end of this episode as well, I guess. But I just thought that this world is crazy. Everyone is weird and something is off, And I was right. And you are all left. Okay, sorry, just kidding. I'm sorry. Just war nur ein kleiner Spaß am Rande. So I was very, very shy. Okay, guys, now tell me, I want to know your opinion on this, if you agree on this. But normally, so tell me in the comments if you agree on this, but normally food brings together people, right? When it comes to food, everyone loves everyone, They love other cultures. They don't have a problem with different cultures. People try Indian food, they're like, I love India. They eat pizza or noodles, they're like, I love Italy, yeah, because espresso is nice, yeah. The pizza is nice. I just love it. So people love food. Food is a love language quite for everyone, and food brings together people. And this is actually something that I love about food or culture, because it's a beautiful thing, right? And the thing is, it's also a little hypocrite, because as I said, when it comes to food, nobody has a problem with other cultures and stuff. Even the ones that are racist, and even the ones that are just not very open-minded in general. But when it comes to food, I love everyone. This is actually quite hypocritical, yeah? For example, in Germany, oh my God, kebab is the national dish, like no joke. Kebab is from Turkey, yeah? And I feel it. I love kebab as well. Kebab is delicious. Kebab is good, but brah, you can't just claim a dish like that, yeah? When you ask a German, every German person, if you know a German, knows the best kebab restaurant in the city, at least. It's a national dish. Everyone loves it. Germans are obsessed. They even say that kebab is here in Germany is better than in Turkey. I don't know about that. I haven't tried kebab in Turkey yet, yeah, and the kebab in Germany is delicious. But you can't just. Are you fucking serious? But okay, we love kebab. Why not? No? Why not? The thing is, it's not only me who likes kebab and everyone in Germany and every young people. It's even the older people, yeah, but also the older racist people. And this is this is crazy. Like, people say the racist shit, yeah. They be like, I hate Africans, yeah. She's fucking as you are I hate you, Africans, black ones, Turkish people, go away, go back to where you come from. And then eat kebab. They be like, when you look around, Germany isn't the same anymore, yeah? You look around, you only see Turkish people. Die Türken, this is what Germans say, like in German, the Turkish people. They say, die Türken, überall nur noch Türken, ey, kein Bock mehr. They hate Turkish people, not everyone, of course. And they be like, when I walk around, I don't see even Germans anymore, yeah? It's only Turkish people, the Turken, and no white Germans. Like, this is enough is enough, nah? At this point, enough. This is my homeland, my hometown, and I can't even feel like home right now, because they are only different people, like people from other countries. Turken. Nee, this is too much at this point, yeah? And the next sentence is, yeah, you want to grab a kebab after work? Because, yeah, I know this kebab restaurant right around the corner. It's delicious. Yeah, it's delicious. It's the best kebab in the city. Yeah, it's the best. It's best. Yeah, it's from a Turkish person, but it's a good kebab. Yeah, best kebab in German. Are you fucking for real at this point? How can you say in one sentence that you hate Turken, that you hate the Turkish people? But with kebab, you don't have a problem. When it comes to food, people have no problems with different cultures. They love everyone. They're like, come on, Turkey, yeah. They be like, even, yeah, I even know the owner, Mustafa. Yeah, I know him. We are actually friends. Yeah, we are friends. I mean, he's a Turkish person as well, unfortunately. But him, I like. He's different, yeah. He's a good one. When it comes to food, nobody has a problem with cultural differences. Everyone loves everyone. It's the same with, they say, I hate Africans and stuff. But I love fufu. Do you know fufu? Yeah, have you tried fufu? Yeah, I love fufu. Yeah. Yeah, I saw this recipe on TikTok, and now I do fufu every Tuesday. Yeah, it's the best. And I tried this fufu restaurant, actually African restaurant right around the corner, and they have fufu as well. Yeah, and it's good. But not as good as my fufu, because I found this perfect recipe on TikTok from a German influencer. Yeah. What? And then you ask them like, oh, okay, as an African person, as a mixed person like me, for example, you're like, oh, nice, yeah, cool, good for you. So what country is this African restaurant from? What kitchen exactly, no? What do you mean? I just told you. It's African. Ah! Yeah. They love Africa because they tried fufu. Yeah. And yeah, they just love it. When it comes to food, we love everything. And it's also not always a bad thing. It's sometimes really beautiful. For example, there are a lot of people that discover different cultures through cooking classes, through cooking at home, watching YouTube videos and stuff. And that's nice. I mean, we all know this most of the time man over 40, over 50-ish that defines his personality by cooking national international dishes. You know what I mean? This person who's like, I tried Indian kitchen, Chinese noodles I do like every Friday, and I want to travel to Thailand and then do a cooking class there. So it's just their whole personality. But it's also kind of beautiful. There are corny people that do that, but also a lot of people that respect the culture, and that's beautiful. And also what a good thing is, or a funny thing is, through culture, through food, people discover cultures through their colleagues, co-workers and friends and stuff. For example, when you're at work and you bring your food from your culture to work, and they smell everything and they're like, this smells good. What's this? What's this? Can I try? So sharing is caring and stuff, you know. And we all know this coworker that just wants to steal your food. But this makes me actually mad. This makes me mad. Do you know that feeling when you open your lunchbox and you just want to enjoy it? And then there's this one coworker looking at you like, this smells delicious. What is this exactly? Yeah. Smells good. And you're like, and just want to enjoy. And this person keep talking like, yeah, this actually looks like something that I saw on TV. Yeah. The smell, delicious. Yeah. And you're like, And this person again, what exactly are the ingredients? Because I have a feeling that I know the ingredients from the smell. Yummy. And you're like, come on, take a bite already. And they're like, okay, when you ask me like that, take it. This curiosity, though, is very nice. It's funny and beautiful when it comes to food. We love and share our cultures. Not with kids, though. Kids, they don't care. Kids, they don't have this, they haven't developed this type of curiosity yet. They haven't developed it. They see food, they don't know it, they hate it. they see it, they just decide that it's disgusting. They're like, oh, what's that? I hate it. Yeah, this is the thing with kids. They don't care. They really don't care. And now back to elementary school. So there I had this core memory of cultural differences. So this was my first time realizing that there are cultural differences, because I was in elementary school, and these kids, they kept their distance towards me. I was the only black child in this whole class, like 30 children, and I was the only one. And in the whole school, we were only 2 black children, only 2 in the whole school. By the way, this other black child is my best friend till this day. So cute side note. Very nice. So I was very lonely. They excluded me. I was a loner and stuff, but it was fine. And food was always my passion till this day. If you ask my friends, I love food. And this was like my light of the day. I was like, despite everything is a little bit difficult, but lunch, you get it, right? So I opened my lunchbox, and do you know this feeling when you open it at school? Do you remember? And it's just something good. You're like, thank you, mama, danke. Nee, danke. Nee, really, thank you very much. Yeah. And you're like, okay, this made my day. On this day, I had a sandwich, a special one, a very good one, because it was an Italian sandwich, and panino. Yeah, un panino. And panino is basically a sandwich. It was white bread with olive oil, tomato, mozzarella, pesto, ham, I think. It was just juicy and crunchy on the same time, yeah. Just perfect. It was just, yeah. I just want to have a bite, actually. Yeah. Thinking of this, I want to have a sandwich right now. But yeah, I looked at it and I was like, thank you, Mama. Thank you very, very much. This is very, very kind of you. And yeah, I wanted to take my first bite. I was very happy and joyful. I was like, yes. When these two little girls interrupted me, they came to me and they were like, what is this? Was ist denn das, ey? I was like, sorry, are you talking to me? It's a sandwich. What do you mean, what's this? It's a sandwich. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, like, huh? These little two girls were like, hä? Eat. It's disgusting. This is voll eklig. This is disgusting. And then they started yelling through the whole class, Letitia's eating vomit, Letitia's eating vomit. And the whole class laughed at me. What? What just happened here? I'm eating vomit? Letizia is eating Kotze. Letty is Kotze. This is Kotze is vomit in German. I was so confused. Like, no joke. Of course I was sad. And I put back my sandwich in my lunchbox and I didn't finish. Of course. And this means something if I don't finish my food, you know. I was just confused, like very confused. I was like, what is happening? This is something delicious and I'm getting bullied? Like something, what the hell? Now that I'm older, I know they acted like that because they haven't seen it before. It was new to them. It was like something they haven't seen before. So they decided to hate it because, as I said, children haven't developed this kind of curiosity towards something if they don't know it, yeah? Back then, I was just confused. I didn't realize. I was like, okay, somehow they find it disgusting, yeah. And the funny thing is, when you think about it, it's just a sandwich. What do you mean they haven't seen something like that before? But back then, everything was different. This was 20 years ago. Like, no internet back then, no smartphones. And it all happened in a small town in Germany, in Bavaria. Like, I was born in a small town. So back then, they didn't know shit, yeah? The people there, they only knew what they had around them. They only... In German, there's a saying. It says, was der Bauer nicht kennt, mag er nicht. Yeah? Basically, translated into English, it's what the farmer doesn't know, he doesn't like. And it means that there are people that are just not very too educated or haven't seen a lot from the world yet. So they're just ignorant, and if they get to know something new, they just decide that they don't like it. Yeah. So back then in Germany, or specifically in this town, people, they didn't travel really. Some of them went on vacation like once a year, but not abroad in Germany. Some of them went abroad, but always to the same country where only German tourists are, where everyone speaks German, for example, in Mallorca. So, you know what I mean? They didn't know shit. So they just saw my special bread sandwich and they were like, what the fuck is this? So come on, what isn't the Alde eating? What is this black weird girl eating? Bro, it's a sandwich. So this is also quite funny because they had sandwiches as well, but German sandwiches. And just German sandwiches are very different, or back then they were very different because German bread is very different. So, by the way, German bread is it's the best. Like, you can't argue with me. German bread, they have like thousands and thousands of different bread. And it's so much better, yeah, than in other countries. So, in general, I would say food culture in Germany, it's difficult, and I'm gonna do a separate episode on that because there's a lot things to tell about this to you, yeah. But in Germany, we have very good ingredients. Like everything is so good here, but I don't feel like Germany really knows how to put things together. I'm sorry, because when you go to a small bakery in Spain or Italy or somewhere, they give you the simplest shit, yeah? Bread with tomato and cheese, and it's delicious, and it's only 2 euros sometimes. It's so good because Italians, for example, they just know how to put things together that are simple, but they know the perfect amount. It's never too much sauce, never not enough sauce, never not enough salt, but never too much salt. So it's just the perfect amount of everything. So it feels like they think as a customer, they're like, okay, I want this sandwich to be like delicious on my client's tongue. You know what I mean? In Germans, they're like, take it. You go to restaurants and it's a lot of times not very seasoned, not enough salt. For example, a sandwich at a bakery in Germany, they have like delicious bread, as I said. The sweets there are cakes, oh my God. But if you take a typical sandwich at a bakery in Germany, it's like white bread, for example. Then they put this amount of butter on it, like way too much, or not enough, like 1 spoon, little spoon. Then they have like the thinnest slice, yeah, of cheese, or 4 slices. Are you kidding me? And then they put the thinnest slice of cucumber, yeah, Gurke is cucumber in German. The thinnest slice, only one slice. And that's it. And I'm like, you bite in it and you're like, I just paid 5 euros for this. And what is this? I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. And yeah, this is what I mean. And it's the same with this lunchboxes for the children in Germany back then. I remember these children always being like, every day opening their lunchbox. I'm like, oh man, nicht schon wieder, again, this 3 bread. Man, I told my mom I want something different, but this is this 3 bread again. Like they were just mad every day. And I'm like, I don't know about you, but my stomach is like that. And now you bully me because I have a juicy, crunchy panino. Sorry, yeah. As I said, German bread is good. German food culture, putting it together. So this is right. Quite an irony that I was getting bullied for having this sandwich because they haven't seen it before. But I knew that if they would have tried, they would have loved it. Whatever. Anyways. So on the same day, something else happened in elementary school, yeah. There was this Asian boy and these 2 little girls, the same girls that bullied me for having a delicious sandwich. I saw them hitting him, kicking him, grabbing him on his sweater, dragging him over the floor like a mop and hitting again. Like this was really brutal, like smashing him against tables and chairs. It was crazy. I was trying to help and I said like, stop girls, what's that? And nobody else really tried. Everyone was just watching and laughing, some of them. And at the end, our teacher came in and she saw the last few seconds of this happening. And she was just like, children, quiet. Yeah, that's it. No consequences, of course. But she was actually racist. I have to say that quite everyone back then in elementary school, a lot of teachers, almost everyone was racist. It's a fact. I'm sorry. It's a fact. So she didn't care. And at the end, later on, this Asian boy came to me and he thanked me for at least trying to help him. So we became friends. And there was another Asian girl and we became friends as well. So we became a trio. And it was very nice. A little gang of immigrants, Migra kids. Yeah, Migra kids, that's what we say. Some people say in Germany it's children from immigrant parents, yeah, Migra kids. So we were the losers, the outsiders, but everything was more bearable because we were together as a group, yeah, we were stronger together. So it was easier. And it was really nice, a good friendship, very nice, and everything was better together. Unfortunately, this class split later on, and then we had a new class, but it was the same dynamic because I found new friends, also migra kids, and it was very, very nice, even a bigger friend group. We all had the same thing in common, like being shaped by multiple cultures, being treated differently by the white Germans, or at least the German white children there. But yeah, this is why we became good friends. We shared each other's food, tried from each other, and some of them were still in the process of learning German. It was a really nice thing, and I just loved it. It was a very nice period of time to remember. Yeah. Still, a lot of bullying happened, but I don't want to talk about all this because it's too much. But definitely on another episode, if you want to, tell me in the comments. It was also not that easy with the teachers and stuff, but yeah. The class split again later on, but I was lucky again and found new friends, and this time I even found German friends, German girlfriends, and this was very nice because the bullying didn't stop, but these German girls protected me. So this was a really nice experience, and also very nice to experience German culture through my German friends. Because even though I was born in Germany and I lived there, I got to experience the German culture a little bit later through German friends. Because, of course, my parents are not German. In middle school, it was the same dynamic, always connected. I always connected more with the with the migra kids, but also with the German ones. And it was in general a very diverse friend group, which I loved, And the nice thing was that these German friends, they really were respectfully interested in my culture. So we learned from each other, and I just loved it, yeah. But I have to say, now that I'm older, thinking back, is very weird because I remember crazy things that happened with teachers and general the people around me. And now that I'm older, I look back and I'm like, what happened back then? Oh my God. But it was just weird because I experienced a lot of shit, but I haven't just realized what it was or what the problem was. Because of course my mom educated me and she was like, these people are racist. Yeah, you have to just accept this and stuff like, yeah, and defend yourself. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't understand, if you know what I mean, if you know this feeling. It's just people treated me so bad, and this, now I can't come back to the beginning of my story. This makes sense now. I just felt like everything is off, something's off, and people are so mean to me, like all the time, and people just hate me without any reasons and stuff. But I was like, okay, this is just my world, you know what I mean? This is just how life is. That's what I thought, which is very weird when you get older and realize it, but it's just the way it is. It's just the way it was. And when I got older, I moved to another city, to Nuremberg, the second biggest city in Bavaria in Germany. And you have no idea. I came into the city because I had a new job at a radio channel. I moved here and it was just paradise for me. Do you know this feeling? Can you relate? Like, if you are a person that is living in a country where people don't treat you like you belong there, move at least to a bigger city. Don't stay in the small towns. Move away and go somewhere where they treat you better. For me, it was like a paradise, and this was only the beginning, because now I know that Berlin, London are cities that are like, you can't even compare to Nuremberg. It's so much better. Now I think about Nuremberg like way differently. But back then, Nuremberg was a paradise for me. Because, for example, one of my first experiences was at my job. Someone there, a co-worker, talked to me and he was like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, yeah, my mom is from Côte d'Ivoire, my father is from Italy. And he interrupted me. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to know where you lived before, like in which city. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, I never experienced this situation before, because all the time back then, when someone asked me and I was like, I live in this and that city, they were like, no, I mean, where you from? Like, ancestors, yeah? Like, your race, because obviously you're not German, yeah? This is how they treated me. So I was like, I can't even believe this, that you just treat me like a normal person, that you see me, you see my skin tone, and you're not like, this is the first thing I see about this person, like that she's not like me, and she's different, she's an alien, she could never be like a German person. You were interested in just me as a person. You know what I mean? That was just beautiful. I'm sorry, guys. I just have to interrupt every few minutes because this heat. Oh my God. Why did I decide to start this podcast in summer? I can't. This is too much at this point. Nee. So people in Nuremberg just treated me better. It was just a better life, a better lifestyle for me, like something so new and so beautiful. So I started to work at a radio channel, and there I started doing interviews for my job. Later on, I did it privately for my social media, my private social media channels. And yeah, when I did my interviews on the streets, I met so many people from all over the world. It was like, I didn't even realize before how diverse Nuremberg or Germany is in general, because I was used to being the one black person, mixed person at a place, you know what I mean? And I just did my interviews. I met people from all over the world. I had the best conversations, and people were like living here, not even speaking German, or just moving here, traveling, going like from everywhere. It was very nice, and they told me a lot of nice stories. And this was the first time when I realized, okay, there's something bigger outside. So back then I even only did German content, like no English content, no international content. And when I started traveling more to London a lot of times, because my sister moved to London like many years ago, and yeah, just in general going on vacation in Europe mostly, I just realized, oh my God, this world is even better and more diverse, and there's so much to discover. So I traveled a lot, and one thing that I realized really quick was that people from all over the world told me that to them, Germans are very weird. I was like, oh, they told me like, oh my God, Germans are so different. Germans are odd. Germans are this and that. Like, people have so many opinions about Germans, about Germany. I didn't know. I just grew up here. I was born here, and I was like, this is my world. No? This is how we act. This is how we behave. This is how people treat me here in Germany. But I didn't know that Germany is so a myth to the world. People are fascinated by Germans. They are scared of Germans. They find them funny. They find Germans funny. But yeah, they have a lot of opinions about Germans. I didn't realize. And the thing is, for me, I could relate, though, when they told me. It was more kind of, my reaction was always like, really? Well, oh yeah, makes sense now that you say that. Because you know why? Because, of course, I'm shaped by multiple cultures. I'm not only shaped by Germany. And I feel like a German person who's from Germany, their parents are from Germany, and their grandparents and stuff, they maybe, to them it's even weirder. But for me it was a little bit relatable, because I'm like not fully German, you know what I mean? I was born here and stuff, but still, I think as a migra kid you can relate. Even if you're from here and live here, but your parents are not, within migra kids, it was always like, oh, this is so typical German. This is so German. Yeah, also full Germans do that and say that, and they get it. But as a migra kids, you just experienced life in Germany, in school, at work and stuff. And you go back home and you're like, bro, these Germans sometimes, you know what I mean? Because this is not the culture that your parents have. So I could relate when people from all over the world told me when I was traveling that Germans, they feel that way about Germans. But it was still very funny to me. And when I started traveling more, especially to London, yeah, because my sister lives there, I had more and more funny conversations with people from there. For example, this one friend of my sister, coworker, she was telling a story and she was like, Germans are crazy, man. I was like, tell me why. And she was like, yeah, I have this one German coworker and he always acts so weird and so funny. For example, we wanted to go grab some coffee, and at this one specific day I was like, yeah, you want to eat something here? I'm gonna take a carrot cake. And he was like, no, thanks, I brought my own food. And then he brought his own lunchbox, opened it, and he wanted to eat it. He brought his own food to a coffee place. This man, everyone was laughing. He's so crazy. Like, these Germans, I can't with these Germans. Huh? These Germans are doing too much, no? I was confused. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I had to laugh with them as well. I was like, yeah, totally. Oh my God. Yeah, these Germans are crazy. I'm not like that or something. Meanwhile, I was about to do the same thing. My lunchbox was already prepared in my bag. Of course, I didn't grab it. I was leaving it in my bag. But I was about to do the same thing. I brought my own food. Because why not? It's practical. It's less expensive. Then you bring something that you really like. And if there's something at the restaurant you like, okay, buy it. But if not, I have something. And you never know when you get hungry when you are outside, yeah? I didn't see anything wrong with this. But obviously it's very German. So this is, for example, a time where I realized, okay, I'm somehow German, yeah? So there was another situation, yeah. This same girl was telling a story again about this crazy German coworker, yeah. She was like, yeah, we had a meeting with clients outside of the office, and this place where we wanted to meet was like 30 minutes away from our office. So I suggested to leave 40 minutes earlier because we only need 30 minutes to go there. So we have 10 minutes left. But my German coworker, he wanted to leave 1 hour earlier because you never know, he didn't want to keep the clients waiting. And then we started arguing. And everyone was like, oh man, this German dude, your coworker, is doing too much. Like 40 minutes earlier, heading off 40 minutes earlier is totally enough. Like, why would you go like 1 hour earlier? And now everyone was like, yeah, he's doing too much. He's Germans, typical Germans. I was like, crazy, Germans again, yeah, typical German, yeah. Me not, nee, I'm not like this or something. In my head, I was like, are you crazy? He's so in the right and you are so in the wrong. What do you mean 40 minutes earlier? Are you mad? I would have leave like 1 hour 30 earlier even. 1 hour isn't enough even. Why would you risk being late? Why would you risk keeping clients waiting? Nein, this is verrückt. This is crazy. This is one of my favorite qualities about Germans. Like, you respect others and don't keep them waiting. Are you verrückt or something? Yeah. So this is when I realized, okay, apparently I'm very German. I'm very German. I didn't realize before, yeah. It's crazy. I was like, okay, you are all like, you are like different. Okay, I'm sorry. But on the same time, I'm not like very, very German. So when I started, yeah, because all of this happened, I met so many people. We talked about a lot of things that Germans do and other cultures don't do and stuff. I started doing my skits. I posted them. I started doing videos about Germans, and they went super viral, super viral globally. And I didn't realize how viral, because I went outside sometimes, and in Germany people were like, oh, I know you from TikTok. I was like, oh my God, you recognize me? Okay. But when I traveled to Berlin and stuff, they recognized me as well. And then later on to Spain, even in Côte d'Ivoire, Africa, yeah, they recognized me. And I was like, all the time, also in London, they were like, oh my God, I know you from TikTok. And I was like, always keeping walking. And I was like, no chance, because I'm from Germany. I think you don't know me. And they were like, yeah, I know, it's you. And I was like, what, you really know me? Oh my God. oh my God, you know me. And I always had very nice conversations with these people because they were like, through your videos, I really learned that it's not my fault when Germans act a specific way. It's just their culture, because I always thought it's my fault, my problem. And now I don't take it personally. Or they're like, I want to travel to Germany, so your videos are really helping me. Or they say, like, in my culture it's quite the same, people from Sweden are the same, or in my culture it's very different, so it's very funny to see your videos and stuff. So a lot of conversations, and I realized that a lot of people have a lot to say about culture. You know what I mean? About cultural differences. So these videos went super viral, and also people always asked me till this day, so like, is this all acting or are you like that? Some people are all the time very confused, and they're like, oh my God, I thought this accent is fake and you're just good at acting, but oh my God, you really talk like that. So yeah, a lot of things to say about this, but I have to say that, how can I answer that? Is it all acting? Is it not? Yes and no, because as I said, somehow I am German. That's what I realized while traveling, but I'm not that German. You know what I mean? So it's always a little bit acting, but never everything. So this is why it's quite easy for me to do these skits or to act that way, because I am that way. I'm not a typical proper Allmann, yeah, but I was born here, yeah, I was raised here, so of course I am German and I have this accent. But some people, yeah, this is a Frechheit. Das geht gar nicht. This is, I find really ridiculous. They say I'm lying all the time, that Germans aren't that way and you're making this up and stuff. And never. I would never. Why would I? I'm always telling the truth, and also every skit and everything I tell you is inspired or happened, really is based on a true story, or is inspired at least by a German person that I know. Most of the time it's like a German ex-boss or the parents of ex-friends, of former friends, or yeah, just co-workers and stuff. It's most of the time, even when I post my videos, my friends and family, like close friends, they text me. They're like, oh, do you mean that person? That person? Is this about? And I'm like, yeah. So it's always inspired by a true person. So it's never a lie. Never, like, this accusation is ridiculous. Nee. It's never a lie. But also, one example that shows that I'm not typical German. For example, when I always was traveling to London again, I immediately clocked when I saw Germans. I immediately saw and noticed, okay, these are my Germans people, but I'm not like that. Because there are these German tourists, they just wear hiking clothes, like everywhere they go. When they travel to a country, they just decide that, okay, we're gonna walk a lot today, yeah? So we're gonna wear hiking clothes, like from the top to the bottom, everything. Full hiking clothes. And this is ridiculous, because what do you mean? There is no mountain to hike close to London city, central London. Are you kidding me? Are you for real right now? When I see these German people, I'm like, that's not me. I'm sorry, yeah. I have nothing to do with these kinds. So I'm not that German. Definitely not. So yeah. Doing this content and seeing all your comments under my videos every day for the past few years and today, I just realized that there is a lot of wishing to talk about these things, but a lack of community somehow. And doing my skits is fun and stuff, but it's very superficial. And you guys sometimes comment like big paragraphs, and it's always so interesting, but yeah, it's just comedy most of the time, and then you laugh about it and you scroll. So I was like, I really want to have a platform, a community where we can talk about these things, because I learned a lot through my videos, through posting, and through having this community, reading all your comments, and it's just a nice feeling because you have a feeling of belonging. So this lack of community I realized through talking to my followers on the streets, but texting with you guys or reading your comments, and I was like, oh my God, there are so many people on this world, on this earth, that are shaped by multiple cultures, that have identity crises, that speak different languages or live outside of their home country and have the same experience, but also very individual experience. So like being shaped by multiple cultures is a very individual experience, but also Migra kids, they can relate all the time. It's like everyday experiences. It's so different to live somewhere where you're not accepted or people see you differently, but you're just like, you're from there, you even speak the language better than the natives here sometimes, you know what I mean? So there are so many feelings and thoughts that you have when you are shaped by multiple cultures, and there are so many reasons why we want to talk about these things. Yeah, some people are mixed like me, and some people just moved away, some people just travel or study abroad, or they have a boyfriend that is from another culture, that some people marry a woman that's from another cultures, or yeah, you know what I mean? There are so many reasons why we have to talk about cultural differences in a beautiful way, but also we have to talk about the negative things. There is a lot of negatives. Yeah, I made these videos about Germany, negatives and positives, and it's a lot. Yeah, both sides. It's a lot, and it's important to talk about this. And yeah, that's what I want to do, and that's what is really happening here, I hope, in the future as well. And I want to invite you to be a part of this community and this project. And I want to share my stories, but also I want to listen to your stories and share them as well here, react on your stories and on everything that you give me as a feedback and text me. And yeah, I just want to share everything and talk about these things because it really helps. It really helped me. As I said, a lot of people who are shaped by multiple cultures have big identity crises. Me, myself, I had a lot, of course. I mean, it's very weird sometimes and very difficult when you have to fit in, but you just can't fit in because you are so different somehow, even though you don't want to feel that way. So I want to create a safe space. I'm creating this safe space right now by doing this podcast. I'm trying at least where we can share everything, where you have a feeling of belonging and where, yeah, cultural differences are celebrated and it somehow replaces division. That's what I want to do. I definitely need this. And the past few years, I just realized that it's not only me. There are a lot of people who need this, want this, especially within my community and my followers. So yeah, let's do it. If you want to, welcome. I can't wait to talk about a lot of things, to share your stories and hear what you think about this. And if you're in it, if you're down, yeah. So tell me in the comments. This was my first episode of Culture Core. Tell me if you get the vision, if you want to be a part of this. Leave a follow, a comment, yeah, share some love and put on notifications so you can't miss anything. So be here the next week, same time, Wednesday on 4 p.m. German time. Obviously, it depends on where you live, right? But yeah, just remember the Wednesday, Culture Core, where every accent belongs, by Letty, by me. I'm very excited about this, and yeah. This is gonna be fun. I have so many things to share, so many things to learn also. But yeah, let's do it and let's have some fun. Okay, thank you guys for being here today and see you next time. I love you. Bye-bye. Culture Core, where every accent belongs.